my goodness, we're gonna wake up to this kind of music. It's actually really nice. Dang. As the sun rises, I finish my poem. Okay. Wait, is it the same? Yep, it's pretty much the same. It happened in the dead of night, while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that the raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in my eyes, in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited, or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon became hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me excitement. The rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. It's far from perfect, but it will have to do. I hope they'll like it, but I'm also anxious about sharing something so personal. Whatever, it's what I'm going with. I put the poem in the bag and I walk towards my bathroom. Disrobing and stepping into the shower, I try to make sense of my thoughts. I feel as though I am feeling every emotion all at once while simultaneously feeling nothing. Desperate to calm my racing mind, I reach for the faucet's dial and turn the shower on. Hot water feels good as I try to wash off the events of last night. Ultimately, I'm unable to shake off this ominous sense of foreboding. A day passes in a flash and it's already lunchtime. I go to my usual table, hoping Natsuki stops by. As I wait for her, I read over my poem. I go over each line, nitpicking every detail. I'm still uneasy about sharing it with the club. Yikes. Who are you? Suddenly, I'm interrupted by a loud smack on the table. Was that really necessary? Aiko? Really? And I'm guessing you're the type of you're the bad girl because you know you don't have your blazer on. A rebel, if you would say. I look up to see Aiko standing over me. Hey, what you got there? A love letter? My blood runs cold. I had totally forgotten about her after what happened last night. No, it's nothing. Aiko twirls her hair with her finger, giving a blank stare. Yuri. Do I strike you as some kind of idiot? Oh, what? No, I just... Dang, her smug expression is well done. Just saying. I know what that thing looks like, and that is something. I beg your pardon? It's a poem I wrote for my club. Aiko's mouth widens into a devious smile. Oh my, I didn't know you were a poet. Can I read it? Sorry, but it's kind of personal. Come on. Let me see. You're going to share it with your club anyway, right? Or maybe you're just trying to hide something. Aiko snatches my poem from the table. Hey, give it back, it's for the club. She stops me by gently placing her finger on my lips. Shh, no need to make a fuss. I'm just going to read it. Natsuki, Monika, or Vegetable MC, please save us right now. I'll give it back once I'm done. Her shushing reminds me of my mother. The thought of her raising children makes my stomach churn. As she finishes reading the poem, she smiles and looks over at me. Interesting metaphors. It does pique my curiosity. She lays the poem face down on the table before grabbing my form and giving it a light squeeze. Was that really necessary? Really? I couldn't help but wince. Some of my wounds are still fresh. Aiko gasped, and a long smile creeped over her lips. There's no way I squeezed hard enough to hurt you, Yuri. Unless... Aiko loops her finger under my sleeve and pulls it up very slowly. Is this really necessary, Aiko? Really? My heart lurches. Yep. Yes, use that on her, Yuri. Use those eyes on Aiko. If you can creep me out, I'm pretty sure you can creep her out. Shh. Yes, Natsuki, hello. Hey, Natsuki. Wait, sorry. Got excited a bit. Aiko jerks her hand back, turning to see who called out. Natsuki marches straight towards us and stands up mere inches from Aiko's face. Who the hell are you? What are you doing to Yuri? Yes, soon they come to rescue us. Aiko collects herself while looking up and down at Natsuki, taking her all in. I wouldn't worry about too hard, darling. Let's just say I'm Yuri's good friend. I'll let you two be for now. I have other things to do. Aiko turns from Natsuki and looks back at me. Here's your poem, Yuri. See you in class. She shoots me a wink before turning away with a huge grin on her face, wandering away from the table. I'm completely stunned. Natsuki's tenacity and complete lack of fear was incredible. I'm so lost in my head for a moment that I don't hear Natsuki talking to me. What? I said, are you okay? Yeah, I guess. Thank you. Natsuki gives me an acknowledging shrug. What's your deal? I opened my mouth to say something and then shut it again. I really didn't want to tell Natsuki what's going on. What would I even say? I wouldn't want her to get involved and end up getting hurt. I shake the thought, then address Natsuki. Nothing, Aiko's just a classmate. She wanted to read my Wait, did you say her name is Aiko? Oh, okay, she knows her. But why? Oh. Yuri, I've heard things about that girl. She's dangerous. I mean, maybe it's a different Nope, if it's Natsuki, I'm pretty sure she's telling the truth. Natsuki gives me a skeptical glare. Clearly not buying my bullshit. Oh, Yuri's not afraid to swear. Okay. Clearly not buying my bullshit. Still, you shouldn't take her crap. You need to stand up for yourself. What makes you think I don't? What makes you think that I don't? Wait a minute. If Sayuri, or let's just say Sayuri's ghost, said don't let her win, who are we pointing out to? Because Monika is pretty much okay so far. Like, she isn't showing anything like her usual self, and then MC's just a vegetable, so is she pointing towards Aiko? Or is Aiko like, I don't know, Monika's friend? Undercover, I guess. Yuri, you apologize for nearly everything, even things that aren't even your fault. No offense, but that makes you look weird and timid. Or weak and timid. That's the type of target people like Aiko prey on. Natsuki's words sting, but she's right. I guess so. I'm not trying to be mean, I just don't want to see you get picked on. I might be small, but no one messes with me because I don't take their shit. I looked down at the table, eager to change the subject. So how did you do your poem last night? I managed to write something, but I'm not too keen about sharing it though. To be perfectly honest, neither am I. My poetry is very personal. It's like letting people look through a window to my soul. Natsuki giggles. What? Nothing. Just you. What about me? You're just so melodramatic. What? Natsuki giggles again. Don't worry, it's kinda cute. Eh? Natsuki's mouth widens as her face reddens instantaneously. Oh my goodness. Oh no. I mean, ew. It's not. Ah! The bell rings, washing away all the tension from Natsuki's face. Anyway, bye. That's so adorable. Natsuki doesn't wait for a reply and darts away toward the exit. My fingers graze my face as I move a strand of my hair from my face, and I can feel the warmth radiating throughout. My heart is pounding out of my chest. I turn and walk to class, smiling all the way. My skin crawls as I make it in front of the classroom door. I dread going inside, knowing that I'll be seeing Aiko there. Sure enough, I see her across the room as I walk in. Her face lights up as soon as she notices me and signals for me to come over with her finger. I take my seat, all while avoiding eye contact with her. However, she remains undeterred. Yuri, I'm so glad to see you! You really like your poem, Yuri. You have such an elegant way with your words. I keep facing forward, refusing to acknowledge her. Are you ignoring me? Come on, don't be like that. Sure, we had some differences, but... Hey, you wanna see something cool? Oh, really? Do you really have to do this, Aiko? Really? Aiko reaches into her bag and pulls out a black folding knife with intricate patterns on the handle. Try as I might, I can't help but take a look. Aiko's smile widens. What is she playing at? Beautiful, isn't it? You wanna hold it? No, thanks. Oh, come on. Please, I insist. Aiko hands me the knife. I twirl it in my hands, my reflex reactions betraying me. Yuri, stop. Please, calm down. It's stunning. Handling it myself, I can see the intricate design. The weight of it is impressive. I find myself absent-mindedly practicing a few of my tricks I mastered with my own... What kind of tricks? What are you talking about, Yuri? I just knew you liked knives. How could she know? What? I mean, very big question. Like, she knows we cut, but she doesn't really she shouldn't exactly know that we like knives specifically. Like, we take it as a hobby to collect them. Relax, don't worry about it. You're always so tense around me. I mean, it's cute and all, but sometimes it's a little annoying. That's my favorite knife. My dad got it for me. Well, my real dad anyway. Yikes. That's some foreshadowing right over there. Aiko trails off. I've never seen this side of her. He got it for me right before going to prison. Considering Natsuki's talk a while ago, this is shit. I'm pretty sure this is shit. If it ain't shit, then hey, yay, she's actually being soft. I miss him having this. Aiko watches me handle her knife, her expression continuing to soften. It's like he's always with me, watching out for me, and suddenly her expression hardens as she shakes her head. Aiko aggressively reaches for the blade, snatching it from my hands. Before I can react, the teacher bellows across the classroom. Something you two wish to share, Aiko? Yuri? No, just comparing notes. Knife-shaped notes. Good. Please, work harder to focus in the future, We will. Sorry. Aiko tosses me a wink and a smirk. I face toward and continue to do so until class is over. I arrive at the clubroom and I'm surprised to see Monika and Natsuki are already there. Just as Natsuki sees me, she blushes and turns away. She's so flustered and it's adorable. Monika sees this and walks over to greet me. Hey! So something No! That gave it away. No! Monika pauses for a moment as her eyes widen but lets out a soft giggle. Aw, you too! Natsuki runs off to hide in the closet while I plop into the desk and try to hide it behind my book. Shortly after, Midas strides into the room. Hello, Midas. I'm surprised that you didn't turn away from us. Of course not. Why would I? I think I like it here. I then approach Midas. I'm glad to hear that. I just hope we're not overwhelming you. Natsuki walks out of the closet groaning and rolling her eyes. Oh please, Monika had to drag you here. Huh? I bet you're all here to get in her pants, pervert. In case you weren't aware, being in the club requires work. You're not going to coast for some extracurricular credit. I have a feeling that this mod is hiding something. I have a feeling that Monika is in control still. I mean, text like that doesn't show unless something like that happens. Or those bold text is probably whispers. Maybe. If you don't take this seriously, then you'll never hear the end of it. Natsuki, you sure have a big mouth, especially for someone who keeps a box full of manga in the closet. Manga is literature! Midas and Monika explode in laughter, but I decide to step in. It certainly is! Oh, we're saving Natsuki! Huh? Natsuki's right. Monika, manga is literature, and I frankly having an elitist attitude towards it isn't, and I think you doubled this by mistake. Conductive to this club. Conducive. Hey, haven't read that word. You should embrace different forms of literature, not snub our noses at it. Natsuki smiles at me, adding the words thank you as she takes a seat. She's very nervous. I stand corrected. You made your point. Monika leans in to whisper into my ear. By the way, it's so sweet that you're signing up for your crush. I blush. Is that so? Now that you're in the club, Midas, we'll make sure you're comfortable. Perhaps you should find you a suitable book to read. Sure, I guess. I can't really refuse, right? Wait, I didn't mean to sound like I'm forcing you. If you don't want to, just forget I said anything. No, it's not that, Yuri. Look, I want to be a part of this club. I don't read often, but I'm willing to take suggestions. You probably know of something I'd like to read. My heart is pounding. I can't believe he's willing to take my suggestion. If that's the case, then I have a surprise for you. I dig through my bag, pulling out the copy of Portrait of Markov I bought yesterday. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should hold your attention. And we can, discuss it if you'd like. Suddenly Natsuki is right beside me. Come on, Yuri, do you really want to waste your buck by giving it to this guy? He was practically dragged here by Monika. There's no way he's going to appreciate it. Midas isn't happy about that. Give it to me. Oh, okay. Give it to me, I'll read it. I thought you hated horror. Well, okay, maybe it's not my favorite thing in the world, but is there anything wrong with expanding your horizon? Oh my goodness, okay! Natsuki's gonna take that role instead. Just shut up and let's go read it. I'm completely stunned. I never thought I'd see that day Natsuki would want to read one of my books. Okay, Natsuki. I don't know what prompted this, but I'd be happy to share one of my favorite stories with you. Natsuki and I sit by the window to read. This is strangely adorable. I mean, even if it's just Yuri pasted in Natsuki's art, Natsuki's CG, it's actually very adorable. Although I can't help but notice the different shades in their uniform. To my surprise, she seems to be enjoying the story. Though I doubt it will last, the book gets pretty dark. I finished reading the page, but I can tell if Natsuki is caught up. Are you ready? Huh? To turn the page. Oh my goodness, this is adorable. To turn the page. Oh, sorry. I glance over at Natsuki's face and our eyes meet. It's okay. You probably have a lot on your mind between the club and... Why is my heart pounding? Am I okay? I mean, it's just Natsuki. I shake my head. Never mind. I'm just happy that I can share this book with someone else. It's one of my favorites. This is new. I've never seen Yuri smile before. In this art, at least. Natsuki looks away, like she's disappointed. What did she say again? Just happy I can share this book with someone else. It's one of my favorites. Natsuki looks away like she's disappointed, but why? Yeah, me too. Oh, because she can't share her manga. Well, we can take turns. Natsuki can share hers too. I look back to the book and we continue reading. I hardly ever get to read a new one, so it's nice. I guess the feeling's mutual. Something else is about to be mutual. Sooner or later, rather. Thanks for reading with me, Natsuki. Maybe tomorrow we can... Really, Monika? Seriously? Alright, everyone. Time to read poems. Natsuki bites her lip and walks off to grab her poem. Really, Monika? I grab my poem and walk over to Midas. Oh god, I hope he likes it. I hate to embarrass myself on this first day. Would you like to read my poem? He looks up at me with dazed eyes. Oh sure. I quickly sit down and exchange poems. I read repeatedly, getting over every single word. It's amazing. I can hardly believe what I'm reading. It's just 20 words! Yuri? Sorry, I just zoned out. Was it really that bad? No, it's just that, my heart is beating out of my chest. I took a deep breath before looking back at this poem. I like it, it's great. I'm surprised at how well you write given your lack of experience. Thanks. I didn't really think much about it, but I'm glad you liked it. I like your poem too, though I can't figure out what it means though. I smile. He's so oblivious that it's cute. Let's just say I have a certain habit, which isn't exactly healthy. Like drugs? What, like drugs? No, not something like that. Sorry. But that was so straightforward. Sorry, I didn't mean. Just forget it, it's okay. What the hell was that? Who has such a bizarre and out-of-place question and yet... Does it matter? Maybe it does. I mean, Natsuki wouldn't just say that kind of thing. I shake my head and give him his poem back. Thanks for sharing. You too. I stand up and walk over to Monika. Hello, Yuri. I've been looking forward to seeing what you've written for today. We quickly exchange poems. This is pretty much the same. Could have been me, see in the direction the spackle protrudes. Noisy neighbor, angry boyfriend, I'll never know what was at home. Inside for clue, no, I can't see. I reel blind by the film method in the sun. It's too light my retinas. I switch with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole, it wasn't too bright, it wasn't too deep. Searching forever into everything, hole of infinite choices. Realized now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out, and on the other side he was looking in. I hope you don't come for my ass now, Monika, because Yuri... Oh wait, sorry. I'll speak from Yuri's perspective. I hope that you don't come for my ass because you have MC all to yourself. In the long run, at least. Monika's poem raises a few questions. I'm not sure what to make of it. This is a great poem, Monika. But I have to ask, is everything okay? Monika is caught off guard. Yeah, totally fine, why? Well, your poem gave me the impression that something's on your mind. Yuri, there's really nothing to worry about. Your poem, on the other hand, it's a lovely poem, but please tell me you didn't... Of course not! That's good. Truth be told, I was tempted to last night, but... Monika perks up. But what? Nothing, it's silly. Come on, you can tell me. Oh no. Wait. If I'm correct, and Monika knows what she's doing... Oh no. I heard a girl's voice calling my name. Shortly after, I got a headache and passed out. Monika is silent for a moment but laughs softly. Yuri, are you sure you're okay? I have a feeling that you're behind this, Monika. Yikes. My body suddenly warms up. It dawns on me how crazy this sounds as I say it out loud. See, I told you it was silly. I shouldn't have said anything. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to tease. Go on. I take a deep breath to collect myself. Anyway, the voice spoke to me while I was unconscious. I recognize the voice from some dreams I've been having lately. What did she say? Sorry, choked. That was so odd. I swear it did said okay. Yep, it's Sayori. Don't let her get into your head. Suddenly Monika's face drops. What? Oh no, what? No. Yeah, I know, like what? Yikes. Monika yanks me by the hair and leans in to whisper into my ear. You won't do well to forget about that voice or those dreams. Yep, she is behind this. Let's go for share your poem with Natsuki and everything will be fine. For the record, we never had this conversation. Do not pursue this any further. Oh. I mean, it's less creepy because technically she's after Yuri and not us, MC, but... God. Monika smiles once her grip loosens. Thanks for sharing, Yuri. You're a brilliant poet. I look forward to reading the rest of your work. What was that? Same question. Am I just imagining things? I shake my head and take my poem and walk towards Natsuki. Hey Yuri, you okay? It looks like you've seen a ghost. You know, thinking I just snapped. How? I'm fine, Natsuki. God, why is everyone asking if I'm okay? What do you think I am, a baby? I can take care of myself. Natsuki huffs and clenches her fist. Fine, have it your way. I won't bother checking on you anymore. No, don't! I won't bother checking on you anymore. Why would I do that? She hasn't done anything to me. Wait. Alright, get my head off it. Okay. It's confirmed that Monika knows something. So how will Sayuri continue to play out? And how will we deal with this? Oh god, this is getting interesting. Natsuki, save it. Just hurry up and show me your poem so we can get this over with. I don't want to be around you any longer than I have to be. Natsuki and I exchange poems, but she doesn't even look me in the eye. Yep. Surprisingly, this is the longest poem of this day. Looking back at it. Minus Sayori's, of course. The poem is simplistic for my taste, but the poem seems thematically similar to mine. Natsuki quickly skims through my poem before slamming it on the desk. What? Nothing, I'm fine. Okay, what did you think of my poem? It was okay, I guess. It's the usual fancy crap I'd expect from you. I bet Midas liked it. As a matter of fact, he did. Well, good for you. I'm glad that Jimmy worked out so well for you. My eyes widen. I can't believe what I'm hearing. What's gotten into you, Natsuki? I should be asking you that question. Excuse me? You're the one who ran straight to Midas after we went together. This is a different argument and it's strangely sweet and scary at the same time because if technically speaking the script exists and Monika knows that Sayuri's gone, is she the one altering this? Or does she have like, she only can delete stuff and not adjust, like adjust our crazy, adjust Natsuki's abuse from her dad, something like that. And to make matters worse, you're even buying your books! I didn't realize making a new member feel welcome was such an issue for you. Get a clue, Yuri! She's jealous! It's part of my duties as the vice president after all. Oh, cut the crap! You've been fawning over him since he got here. I can practically see your drool hanging off from your tongue when he's around. If I didn't know any better, I think you were jealous. She is jealous, but not in the way that you were thinking. Ha! Jealous over that bozo? Please. Monika can keep him. If you aren't jealous, then why are you so upset that I talked to someone else? What are you in love with me or something? It staticked and the music changed. Natsuki. Oh shit, what? Natsuki gnashes her teeth as a red tint washes over her face. Shut your fucking mouth, you don't know anything. I know you enough, I heard your little chat with Monika yesterday. Don't act so high and mighty after you were guilt-tripped into hanging out with me out of pity. Pity? You wanna bring up pity? How about the fact that you treated me like a goddamn charity case and brought me food? I didn't ask for a fucking handout! Oh, I'm sorry if we're knowing something nice. Perhaps next time, I'll just let you I don't know how to pronounce that. Around for coins under the vending machine and starve. I'll just do you throw it right back in my face. Now I can see why no one wants to be your foe, no. Sentiency or not, this is scary. In an emotional kind of sense. Now I can see why no one wants to be your friend. To think that I actually like you and I wanted to hang out with you. Beneath that try hard, prim and proper shit. You're such a stuck-up bitch. You know what? Before finishing the sentence, Monika's behind us holding us both by the arm. Outside. Now! Now, would either of you like to explain to me what the hell is going on here? She started it. I mostly certainly did not. You're the one screaming at everyone when you don't get your way. Well, I'm not the one chasing someone else's boyfriend. You think Monika's enough? Uh, uh, uh. And here I thought I'd be scared of Yuri when she does this, but dang, it suits Monika surprisingly well. Enough! I'm not interested in hearing any more bickering. Your behavior is ruining the club's reputation in front of our newest member. The last thing we need is for him to quit right on the eve of the festival. But if this is the way you're going to act, I have to question if it's even worth continuing. Frankly, I'm halfway tempted to just shut down the club at this point. No! Monika, please. This is just a little misunderstanding. Monika turns away to sigh and looks down. I sure hope so, because I'm really disappointed in you two. I really thought that you two would become friends. You're both passionate about literature. There isn't a moment where I don't see either of you with your face buried in a book or writing poetry. Look, I know you two like each other and enjoy each other's company. Stop being silly and just talk this out. I'll be inside. I need to make sure Midas didn't get scared off. Come back in once you straighten all this up. Monika walks back into the club room, leaving Natsuki and I in the hall. We didn't say a word, nor even look into each other's direction. After a few minutes of silence, I opened my mouth to speak. Natsuki, oh, she's crying. Natsuki looks towards me as her tears build up. Sorry about what I said. I shouldn't disrespect you in that time of need. It's not just that. We thought we were having a good time reading together. But then you just started off and I grabbed my poem. I've been ditched so many times in my life, I couldn't stand having it happen again. Oh, she's even crying in this sprite. And then you snapped at me if you were asking you're okay. And damn it, Yuri, I reached to wipe off her tears and put my hand on her shoulder. I wish you could tell her everything about what happened last night. I haven't been exactly myself lately. I haven't been able to sleep well, and I've been skipping meals. I'm really sorry for what I said. Please forgive me. It's okay, I get it. I know it's like to be hungry and tired, you get irritable. I'm sorry for what I said too. I don't think you stuck up. Please, just don't leave me again like that. Of course not, Ski. I promise it won't happen again. In fact, we should read the manga that we bought tomorrow. She nods and smiles at me. That's a great idea. I'm looking forward to it. And another thing. Can I see your poem again? I hand over my poem and Natsuki gives it another read. Sorry I didn't give it a chance earlier. But don't you think the themes in our poems are quite similar? Yeah, I noticed that myself earlier. Here's a thought. For the most poem, we should cover a similar topic. That would be interesting. What do you have in mind? How about we write about the beach? I was surprised, like, I played Storm, and then a similar scenario like this happened, like we wrote the same subject. We wrote about the same subject, which is the beach. I was surprised that it was actually canon. The beach? Why the beach? It's a fun place to go and wind. I have a lot of great memories going there. It could be a nice change of pace for my poetry. Let's write about the beach then. Awesome! Anyway, we should go inside to talk to Monika. I'm sure she'll be happy to hear that we made up. I smile to myself and follow Natsuki inside. Midas leaves just as we enter the room before Monika approaches us. So how did that go? Did you two settle everything? Great, we had a chance to clear everything up. A few things up. Yeah, then realized that we had done some things that hurt Natsuki's feelings. Or I had done some things that hurt Natsuki's feelings. I'm glad to hear that. It's nice to put this all behind us. So, did you two have any plans for the rest of the day? Do you two have any plans? Not really. I need to get home and water the plants. Oh, come on, where's the fun in that? Water the plants with Natsuki? Natsuki, isn't there an arcade downtown that you go regularly? Ooh, okay, an arcade date. Natsuki's face lights up. I'd love to go. You want to come with me, Yuri? I don't know, I can't spend too much money as I need them for groceries. Oh, not for... Oh! Is Monika coming along? I mean... yeah, she was pretty dark a while ago, but it'll be cool. Don't worry about it, it's my treat. I have a little extra cash. I'll join you guys. Oh, I join you guys, but I have a big assignment due tomorrow. But you two have fun, and... I think her eyes are a bit too far apart. Come on, let's go! Oh, oh my goodness. It's adorable. Oh god, why did I agree to this? Everywhere I look, there's children running around and teenage boys swearing at each other. Probably in the Tekken or Mortal Kombat machine, I guess. This is hell. I am in hell. Isn't it great here? I can't. She's forcing a smile. Isn't it great here, Yuri? I can't wait to show you this game. It's just a dope. Kill me. Come on, let's go, chicken. Let's go, chicken. Oh my. I never thought this would fit Yuri so well. She pulls me by the hand, leading me to a cutesy-looking cabinet for a racing game. It's only oh, no, this isn't how you plan a date, Natsuki. It should be 2 players. It's only a 1-player game, so I watch on as Natsuki plays. Check it out! That's my time. No one's beaten it yet, or any of the others for that matter. I'm just that good! I quickly get bored, so I look around at the other games. Each cabinet is colorfully decorated, accompanied by loud noises and flashing lights. With each passing moment, I find it more and more difficult to breathe. Please, someone, save me. Be careful what you wish for, Yuri, or else probably that ghost will appear again. Suddenly I catch a glimpse of a game cabinet with 2 guns attached and zombie spray. Ooh, okay, that's pretty cool. Natsuki, what game is that? Oh, that's Home of the Living Dead. You think we can play that next? Why am I not surprised? Please! I mean, it says it's co-op, that means we can play together, right? Alright, jeez. I don't like zombies, but if that's what you want. Thank you! Natsuki hesitates as her game invites her to continue playing. Before long, she concedes and we head over to the other cabinet. I drop my coins in, waiting expectantly for the title screen to acknowledge my payment. I find myself immediately immersed. Why am I surprised? That's not what you would say. The surrounding sounds faded to a muffled roar, comparable to the sensory limitation of a written novel. I managed to breeze through the first level, but Natsuki's lagging behind. In fact, she's getting overwhelmed by the zombie dogs. Ah! Isn't this co-op? Help her, Yuri! I reach over and shoot them down quickly. No fair, you're cheating! It's co-op, Natsuki. How? Oh please, I thought you were slick, asking what game is that. Obviously you played this before. No, not really. This is my first time playing. Then why are you so much better at this than I am? Well, for one, you're holding the gun wrong. Here, let me show you. I turn towards her, making my hand positions easier for her to examine. You have to straighten out your hands and line it up with your line of sight. You want to make sure you're looking down at the barrel. Scanning her from head to toe, I notice her studying me intently. I look in her eyes. Aw? I shake the thought and continue my instruction. Also, you need to move your feet. You want to put your left foot forward like this. I stand behind Natsuki and shift her position, then hold her arms so she can aim properly. She's now hitting more targets and accumulating a higher score. Awesome! I think I'm starting to like this game now. I'm glad I could help. Natsuki looks down at her arms, noticing I'm still holding them. Oh, Yuri, you cannot go with me now. Sorry. Natsuki giggles. Gosh, you perv. I know you couldn't keep your hands off me. Aww. An hour passes by and we've made it through the entire game. It's starting to get late. I better get home before dinner or my dad will lose his shit. May I walk you to the exit then? Of course. Just as we're about to leave the arcade, Natsuki stops in front of a claw machine. What was that? Yuri? I don't know. Oh, I don't know what it is about that cow plushie, but it feels like it's a clue to something. Don't you have to get home? It'll be fine, I just want to see if we can win this thing. Well, we didn't die much on Home of the Living Dead, so we have plenty of coins left. If I may, I approach the claw machine and drop some coins in it. I slowly move the arm over to the plushie. It holds steadily. It holds steady as I try to move the arm, but it gradually slips. No! Hang on, let me try this again. I managed to get a better grip this time around. I move the arm back towards us. As I finally drop the clamp machine into the bin, I hear a man yelling Natsuki's name. Oh no. There you are! I've been looking all over for you. I look up to see a middle-aged man walking towards us. Before I can think about it any longer, Natsuki jumps up. Oh, we even have his sprite! Dad! Oh no. Why didn't you answer your phone? Okay, that is your fault, Natsuki. Dad, I'm sorry, we're just hanging up with you and I lost track of time. Well, that's exactly the type of problem having a phone is supposed to prevent. Why the hell am I paying for it if you don't answer the calls? You can take selfies and take pictures of cupcakes. Oh wait, sorry, I read that wrong. Why the hell am I paying for it if you don't answer calls? So you can take selfies and pictures of cupcakes? Sorry, this is my fault. I was the one who insisted on playing. His eyes shoot towards my direction, stopping any argument I had lined up dead. Oh my god. Listen, you look like a smart girl. Why don't you prove it by shutting your mouth right now? This is between me and my daughter. It's absolutely no concern to you. His words leave me stunned. I can't believe that this is the man who raised Natsuki. Dad, please. No, Natsuki. Get in the car. We're going home. And now, Natsuki! Natsuki bites her lip, fighting back her tears. I can't scream like an angry old man. I usually choke. I usually raise my voice, crack my voice. She looks at me as she wants to scream. Instead, she just sighs and looks away. See you tomorrow. Natsuki is aggressively pulled away by her arm, looking at me as she leaves the arcade. So the plushie is with us, right? My mind is fixated on Natsuki as I walk home. I can't help but feel anxious. Maybe I'm overthinking it. I just might be concerned for his daughter. Concerned? Like, pulled aggressively out of the arcade and you think he's concerned? I wouldn't know. My mom doesn't seem to care enough to check in on how I'm doing most of the time. And again, you seem a little too angry at her. Too angry is an understatement. I sit in bed, still thinking about her. I just hope she's okay. Out of nowhere I get a text. Hey Yuri, saw about my dad. He was just in one of his moods. Are you okay? I'm fine, dummy. How else would I be texting you? Typical Natsuki. I think I'm growing fond of her feisty attitude. Let's meet for lunch tomorrow, okay? I said with our little fleshy friend. Why does it feel like they're having Sayori in spirit? Sounds good. I'll see you at the usual spot by the vending machine. Don't forget about the poem. I let out a sigh of relief and I pull out a pen and paper. However, I'm drawing up a blank. How am I supposed to write about the beach? After a few hours of scraping a number of poems, I managed to come up with something. Has this happened before? Beach. A marvel? Millions of years in the making. When the womb of Earth chaotically meets the surface, under the clear blue sky and the expanse of bliss. But beneath rolling clouds, an endless enigma. The easiest but get lost in is one where everything can be found. But the easiest world to get lost in is the one everything can be found. You can only build a sandcastle when the sand is wet. But where the sand is wet, the tide comes. When it gently lick at your foundations until you give in. On a will, a sudden wave sends you crashing down in the blink of an eye. Either way, the outcome is the same, yet we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish in the sand. The salty air is therapeutic, the breeze is gentle yet powerful. I stick my toes to the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy tendrils. Turn back and I abandon my piece to a road at the shore. Drift forward, and I return to Earth forevermore. Not my best work, but I can barely hold my eyelids open right now. I'm just happy to be done. I climb into bed and snuggle myself with my blankets. Just wanted to comment this again. Seeing Yuri in her her night stuff, undershirt, undergarments, really nice. I climb into bed and snuggle myself within my blankets. There's just so much to look forward to tomorrow. I can't wait to see Natsuki again. This is our dream. That's how genuinely I feel. I wish I had realized it sooner. Seeing it in this tint is strangely scary. Oh, we can even see her clearer now. I mean, even if I can see you clearly, not gonna lie, your voice is still pretty creepy, Sayori. Oh shit.